Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater. What about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater. What about you? No energy on me, goddamn. My content, everybody, and that's okay. No, for real, it's not, and that's okay. You got yourself throwing shit at your phone. You tossing your phone and hurting the next person. Why you doing that for, goddamn it? My content for everybody. I will be find entertainment somewhere else, but not over here. Don't hurt yourself. Nah, I say that respectfully. Don't bring your blood pressure up to convince yourself at the end of the day you don't like another day. Just better yourself when it comes to your mental health. Don't shortchange yourself for your own blessing. And I say that respectfully, because you truly got potential. You got your own issues. Hope you find PCO label, and I hope the doctor fucking cured you. It Jay told me, because my content for everybody. It's not. And that's okay. To the genuine ones with no misintentions, I truly hope that you continue to find peace within, regardless to who gave up on you, overlooked you, or made you feel like you didn't have potential. You matter and you're worthy. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. Healing trauma and pain is not a race or an overnight process, and I say that respectfully. It's not. Don't ever give up on yourself when someone says that you don't have potential, regardless to if they dig up your past, regardless if they try to humiliate you or make you feel like you're not worthy of choosing you, and I say that respectfully. You matter and you're worthy. My content is not for everyone, and I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. It's not. Love is real. Love is one of a kind with the right one actually for you. Who would have known that someone would be valuing your time and day? It was moments in your life where you almost lost you. But who would have known someone would be truly faithful to you? Overcoming the storm, only to realize someone wasn't trying to do you wrong. Someone truly shows it was okay to be emotionally available. Emotionally available, vulnerable. They wasn't trying to mentally abuse you. They wasn't trying to shortchange you when it came to a dream truly coming true. The energy is different. When true love wasn't supposed to hurt, true love was never complicated because it was never a race. Hold on 1 second. You ever got lost in your words, but the love of your life actually saw you and to overlook you, regardless of a storm that you truly overcame that day? In the most unhealthiest way, you had good days, bad days, misunderstanding day, but being right by the right person's sides. They wasn't trying to dim you, let alone gaslight you. They wasn't trying to have their cake and eat it too, because someone's really being faithful to you. You overcame so much when it came to your journey. Who would know that self-love looks good on you today? They would never understand the confidence while you stand before yourself today. That rotation hits different, overcoming pain and time when it comes to time and day. When you're passing on your reality today. How when folks gave you those pointless conversations, only for you to realize, hold on 1 second, I was willing to choose me another day. You almost gave up on you, but you're thanking God every single day. Thank you for being patient with me, allowing me to feel that, hold on 1 second, a dream was truly supposed to come true, allowing me to love me when I went within to pray. Only to realize I didn't give up on myself another day. God gave you the balance to acknowledge your worth, only for you to realize the love of your life walked into your life and they didn't have to tell a lie when they said they love you in the most healthiest way. It wasn't manipulation type of love. It was real love, someone truly keeping it real with you, love. Who would have knew? Someone bringing peace into your life. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and just because moments. You gained a lover, a partner, a business partner, a best friend all in one. Even days when you get lost in your words, someone wasn't there to discourage you. When the world was against you, someone truly was showing they got your back, only to realize you fell in the right person's arms to protect your heart. Wow. They say fairy tales don't exist, but that's a lie. Because it started with someone actually communicating with you. The energy is different. How God allowed you to hold on for a little bit more longer. Only to realize that your past wasn't going to hurt you another day. Only for you to realize that you had a better future with the right one by your side. Showing you, hold on 1 second, we may not pray the same, but I truly respect you. Someone praying for you, not against you. The energy is different. How true love wasn't complicated. Only for you to realize that, hold on 1 second, you didn't reject you. When the love of your life walked into your life to show you balance in the most healthiest way. It's better days ahead. My content is not for everyone, and I say that respectfully. Love is real. Love is one of a kind with the right one actually for you. Distraction. What's distraction if you got the right person by your side? What's the distraction when someone actually showing you that, hold on 1 second? Time always going to heal those wounds when you're passing over your reality day, because God brought you patience when it came to those wounds that day, the most healthiest way. You know, that toxic love that you overcame. You didn't think that you were going to become your best self, vision of yourself, but God allowed you to see another day. You pray for someone to walk into life not to be mentally, verbally, physically, emotionally abusing you, only to realize that, hold on 1 second, God didn't shortchange you. Because God allows you to love yourself in the most healthiest way when it came to boundaries, when it came to growth. Who would know that you had the right person by your side? And hold on 1 second, true love was never complicated. How time actually flies. That is different. It started off with date night, having a good time, only to realize that, hold on 1 second, someone truly wasn't wearing a mask to mislead you. It went from 1 year to 2 years to 3 years to 40 years. Who would have knew? Every season just got better when it came to you. That vocabulary hits different. It wasn't manipulation. The love of your life actually shows you that, hold on 1 second, was never competition. The love of your life actually shows you that they wasn't trying to have their cake and eat it too when it came to you. Someone actually being faithful to you. That ain't just different. Someone loving you right the first time around. That one lie was told because they didn't have to get physical with you. Wow. You almost gave one a love apartment, but you're very so much thankful that God allowed you to see that you was truly worthy of someone being the right one for you. How God actually shows you better days ahead. Imagine not praying the same as somebody, but they wasn't trying to go against you mentally, making you mentally unstable. They wasn't. Wow, vocabulary that you're not used to. True love was never competition. Love is real, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you. No interchange though for me, no, for real, for real. You gained a lover, a best friend, a business partner. You ever had the outside world trying to tell you that someone actually wasn't for you? And you have folks in the background playing with spoke to go up against you, so you won't see someone potential, only to realize the hold on 1 second, God was really protecting this union for all the right reasons, and you wasn't the issue. You wasn't doing it for likes and views or cloud chasing. The right one by your side, hold on 1 second, then leave you empty-handed. Because someone actually meant what they said that day. I'm emotionally available when it comes to your feelings. The end of the day, that energy is different. I actually see you, not to overlook you. I don't got time for third-party conversations because I'm truly here for you. You know, imagine you walking into the right person's arms and falling in love with them every single day. Only for you to realize that, hold on 1 second, you're passing over your reality day, and God didn't make a mistake when God was really protecting your mental health, let alone your heart. Because God closed certain doors in your life so you won't reject you. The energy is different. It's because God was truly showing you that true love can truly be faithful. The first time around, someone wasn't wearing a mask to see you frown, because someone truly knew how to maintain your smile when they actually meant that what they said that day. I'm here to get to know you. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. I'm not trying to use you against you, to manipulate you, to abuse you. The energy is different. When you're able to sit down with somebody and you're actually able to express yourself without hurting someone's feelings. You're able to be mature and not act your shoe size, but your body weight. They would never understand. Hold on 1 second. True love was not here to destroy the love of your life. It was here to uplift them, show them they was worthy, to pass them over to reality today. Imagine saying I do to the right person. It went from 1 year to 2 years to 3 years to 30 years to 40 years. Who would have knew that God showed you better days ahead when it came to healthy memories, a dream come true? Because true love wasn't complicated. Only for you as to hold on 1 second. I'm very so much thankful that God allowed me to love me when I almost lost me. I didn't give up on me because certain folks did not respect me. I put everything in God's hands only for God not to mislead me. God put me in the right direction when it comes to self-love. Who would have known? I didn't overlook me. And not only that, God allowed certain doors to open in my life for all the right reasons, not for me to be rejected. But God was really protecting me from the enemy, let alone the devil. My soul wasn't for sale. They would never understand elevation when it comes to growth. I ain't had to play with spirit in a toxic way to make my neighbor feel bent out of shit because I wasn't trying to catch a case. I understood what I overcame when it came to time and day and pain. I didn't think I was better than nobody, but damn, I'm very so much thankful that God allowed me to see better days ahead because God had a plan. And how God allowed me to see that everything was working out in my life for all the right reasons, only for me to realize that, hold on 1 second. The love of my life brought into my life. Only for me to see that true love wasn't supposed to hurt and someone could truly treat me right. Always be yourself with no malicious intent, and I say that respectfully. My content is not for everybody. When it comes to my creativity, I give it from my Heavenly Mother, my Heavenly Father, God, and I say that respectfully. I do not work with no third-party conversations that I never did when it comes to my creativity. Regardless who try to blackmail me, disrespect me, whatever the case may be, trying to use me against me. Only was the hold on 1 second. God endured that wisdom within me. That energy is different than something they can't take away from you to come to your blueprint, that authenticity. Always be yourself when someone's saying you got potential. Self-love looks green, and I say that respectfully, neighbor. Just stay in your lane when certain folks ain't for you. You just know how to respect your neighbor, regardless of their pain. We ain't the same. It be a train of thought for me. How we only got hate in your vein, but you know certain folks ain't for you. You understood the even exchange. You're not for me. But I just hope you find peace within your own lane, neighbor. I ain't gotta have animosity or hate within me because I don't want nothing bad to happen to you. Your vocabulary is different from mine, but I know how to respect my neighbor because I don't want something like to hurt you. And I say that respectfully. But we all don't have that same mindset at the end of the day when it comes to elevation, when it comes to growth. How folks look at you like competition when you was never competing. They be behind the scenes playing with smoke in a toxic way, so you won't elevate in the most healthiest way. They be gang stalking right to left and lying on your name. They energy harvest off your energy. Hold on 1 second. Your soul was never for sale. That energy is different when you on a good God's timing. They would never understand what you overcame when it came to pain and time and day. How they watch you within fake pages. Trying to stereotype. Hold on 1 second. They try to stereotype when it came to you. Just not to treat you right. Because they had a vision that they thought they knew you, but only realized that God never overlooked you. They try to destiny swipe with you, but it was an epic failure. Because they can't take what God and throw within you. The energy is different. How you worship the devil. They wouldn't understand God's plan. That God was never for sale. The energy is different. They will energy harvest off your energy, but your heavenly mother and father God never removed their hands off that well. And you ain't have to go tick for tack with someone when someone projected a spell in a toxic way. Even when they try to get you locked up, put you in a sideboard, allowing your name to blackmail you because they didn't want you to have potential. You know, because the authenticity, it just came naturally. You didn't need to read a book to be your authentic self because it was within you. It was not on you, it was within you. So never dim your light because someone doesn't understand that God is truly favoring you. And you wasn't doing it for likes and views or cloud chasing. Energy is different. I mean, you was never in competition with your neighbor. Energy is different. Always be yourself when someone says you don't have potential. And I say that respectfully. I am Naya Gino Love Respect, and my content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater, what about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater, what about you? I said, what's going on, neighbor? Hope all is well in your end. Hope all is well in your end. No, for real, I hope all is well in your end. I say that respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Protect your energy at all costs or whatever the case may be. You know, because you got people evil eyeing you and shit. And you ain't even sign up for that fucking vocabulary. No, it changed off for me. Well, how they try to test you when it come to their mind games. Only was they was their own issue when it came to lack of self-control. Hold on 1 second, they forgot discipline. Hold on 1 second. I ain't have to do nothing besides be my authentic self. Got these folks bent out of shit when I wasn't trying to catch it because they don't protect me. God was really protecting me. I was never the issue. I was just choosing myself to respect my neighbor, to understand the hold on 1 second. How the hell did I end up in competition with you being me? How the fuck does that happen? How folks would try to blackmail you, dig up your past, say that you ain't got potential. They would even invite you to their table just to disrespect you because they don't want you to elevate because you truly got a purpose. So they would try to paint you out to be someone you truly not when you wasn't trying to catch a case. They don't reject yourself. You know, when God sends the right people into your life, respect's going to be a two-way street. They ain't got hate in their vein. That energy is different when it comes to elevation. They damn sure look at you like competition. We all don't have the same mindset. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. When the right people walk into your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you. They don't have the mindset of hacking your devices, gang stalking you, projecting spell in a toxic way, or even energy harvesting off your energy. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. I never gave nobody permission to use my creativity as their own. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. It'd be a train of thought for me. How they would take your ideas, use it as their own, put a little jabs, spaz, whatever the case may be, but you motivated them, inspired them, but they couldn't put respect to your name because they got hate in their vein. But hold on 1 second, we all not the same because I know how to respect my neighbor, even days when I can't see. It's funny how they say that you're not healed. It'd be the train of thought for me. You know, healing, trauma, and pain is not a race overnight process. But when you your own voice, it doesn't matter what environment you're in. If you're on the internet or not. And then sometimes the outside world doesn't hear you, but when you find the right people that speak for you, they see you, they hear you, not to overlook you. And I say that respectfully. Because any mother and father, even if they pass on or not, and I don't mean no disrespect, they will want to make sure that their child speaks up for themselves. They will want to make sure that their child does not live in fear. Even days when they wasn't even able to protect their child. in the real world. And I say that respectfully. And I don't mean no disrespect in no shape or form. Because there's a lot of parents that don't care about their children. But there are parents that do care about their children. And there's parents that are still grieving the loss of children. And they wish they could get that time back. And they hate to hear that certain individuals is moving the way that they do when it comes to innocent people. Like, damn, I would hate that for that to be my child. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Because I can't, I wouldn't be able to adjust that in my mindset. Somebody hurting my child. Not everybody operates the same when it comes to maturing. Not everybody operates the same when it comes to respect. And it doesn't matter how old you are when you're a parent. And I say this respectfully, because not everybody who has children are parents, or mothers or fathers. Because the same way you go out in that real world or whatever the case may be, regardless of what you do that day, you will want to make sure that your child is safe from point A to Z. You wouldn't, regardless if someone has the mindset of they got jealousy and envy towards your child, right? As long as they don't physically put their hands on your child, as long as they're not plotting to bring harm towards your child, you cool with someone saying, I don't like that motherfucker, I can't stand you, bitch. No, for real, for real. Regardless if you had a mother or father in the household, and you wasn't taught certain tools when it comes to being an adult, or being a parent, now that you're a parent, you will want someone to respect you and your household. Regardless to if you're around or you're not around. Respect is a two-way street. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. I ain't signed up for folks' one-sided conversation. But God sees everything with your malicious intentions. I wasn't doing it to fin, I just want to respect my neighbor. It'd be kind of funny how folks be trying to shortchange you. Or because you're willing to choose you, not to overlook you. I'm not agent of respect. My content is not for everyone. It's kind of funny how folks be talking about they try to humble you. But then in the process, they would rather just disrespect you. And they wouldn't even put respect in your name. But the pain that you endured that day in the most unhealthiest way. How you got yourself together mentally because God was showing you balance when it came to acknowledging your worth, that you truly was worthy. How they try to get you locked up, put you in the psych board, saying that you're slow, stupid, and retarded. They hack your devices right to left to project the mindset that hold on one second, you mentally unstable. They say that you can't take care of yourself, so in the background trying to make sure that hold on one second, they will dim your light. How this type of stuff actually happens. Because someone didn't understand their lane. Because someone was minding their business. And they just want to respect their neighbor. It wasn't an even exchange. How this type of stuff actually happens. When someone sees that you truly do got potential and they in the background saying that you don't got potential, or someone wants certain individuals to see that you don't have a light within you, and they look at you like competition when you was never part of the issue. They will gather up in groups to project spell on you. And it don't matter about someone's tax bracket because of the fact that you can have less than somebody. You could barely have food in your fridge. And someone have the mindset of having hate, jealousy, and envy towards you. And you don't have to do anything towards them. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. But how they will hack your devices, then when you speak up for yourself, they call you a snitch. When you have to get physical. Never not one time that you have to say anybody's name, but goddamn, they truly disrespected you. It be the train of thought for me. How folks trying to paint you out to be the villain in their story, all because you understood self-control when it came to discipline, recognizing your worth, you truly was worthy. How your heavenly mother and father, God, was truly guiding you when it came to standing up for yourself. They would never understand that God didn't make a mistake. And you don't wish the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. How they wanted to see you frown, they wanted to see you down. They want you to maintain that smile. Hold on one second. You was never in competition. They would gang stalk you, hack your devices, project spoken in a toxic way, energy harvest off your energy, even try to destiny swipe at you, or because you chose you. They would even try to blackmail you with fake contracts, acting like you showed up for it that day when you didn't. It'd be train of thought for me, because folks got lack of self-control because they want to take control. They want to take the narrative and take credit for God's work that God endured within you. And you never signed up for it. How this type of stuff actually happens. How they watch you within watching you from fake page. Or they got the next door neighbor in different area codes telling you every move, gang stalking you. And then when you speak up for yourself, you dead ass wrong. Like they trying to project you to be crazy. Then they got the whole community going against you, saying you slow, stupid, and retarded. How you be bugging out. How you be doing this, doing that, doing this. But they pick and choose who they want to bully to kick their neighbor down. How this type of stuff actually happens. Today is currently May 24th, 2005, and it's currently now 12:59 p.m. And I say this respectfully. When it comes to my creativity, I never gave nobody permission to use my creativity. And I work by myself. And I never work with anybody, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. You can acknowledge to somebody that, hey, it'll be nice to work with you, right? There's so many people that come across people in their journey that it'll be nice to work with you, or it'll be nice to be in a relationship with somebody, or it'll be nice to go to this doctor's office. It'll be nice to go here, there, whatever the case may be. You can bring something to someone's attention, but when it's one-sided and they never reciprocate the same energy, it was something that was mentioned, and then they blackmail you against you. You know, God saw everything. Like someone would sit there and say that they your manager when they was never your manager. Then they would get folks to hack your devices. No, they'll be part of this code that hacked your devices or whatever the case may be, just to blackmail you against you, like how they had a conversation with you. Or you can acknowledge like, yo, I want to work with this person, whatever the case may be. Like, you seem like you're a decent person, or whatever the case may be. And then in the background, they will blackmail you against you and say, well, you had this conversation with this person such and such day, but that was the only conversation that you had. And they will use your voice from somebody's live, or they would use your voice from a next door neighbor, different area codes, and blackmail you against you. How this type of stuff actually happens. And you never had no participation in the conversation moving forward. It was only one-sided. How folks do be blackmailing people. Like, that's like saying you got a job opportunity, or someone is investing into getting to know you on a personal level. And then you got someone in the background and they trying to say like, nah, that ain't a fit for you. So they will blackmail old conversations. They will blackmail certain people to go up against that innocent person just to paint them out to be the villain. Like, nah, this person not a good person, or whatever the case may be. How this type of stuff actually happens. Or because someone acknowledged somebody. And never feel bad for expressing yourself to the wrong person that had jealousy and hate and envy within them, or because someone wanted to dim your light, or someone wanted to take dibbles and dabbles into your creativity, or someone wanted to rob you and you had no acknowledgement of it. And I say this respectfully. When you remove yourself from somebody's life, regardless to what type of relationship it is, it could be a doctor's office, it could be a lawyer's office, it could be a teacher, it could be anybody. It could be an ex, it could be an associate, it could be your next door neighbor. And I don't mean no disrespect, but I say this respectfully. It should be no reason why you're removing yourself from somebody and someone is plotting to have you robbed. And they're using old text messages from years ago to go up against you, to paint you out the beast once you're truly not. Just to get a community to go up against you. Because this type of stuff actually happens. You can have a conversation with somebody that has lack of self-control, or they're having an identity crisis, or they're having a problem with controlling themselves when it comes to spell work. And they will use you against you. That's like saying, hey, I'm going to give you $50. Hey, I'm going to buy you this at such and such time, or whatever the case may be. That was part of the past. You're not part of my future. And I say this respectfully. Sometimes when it comes to wealth, it does not always necessarily mean money. Because just by a person being an authentic self, that's value itself. Someone having a good heart. That's a bundle of gold right there. Can no money put a value on that? Because once you lose access to somebody's time and day, you will wish so much money in the world to actually be by their side. When you had access to them, but you didn't know how to respect them. You didn't know how to appreciate them or value their time and day when it was in your life. And I say that respectfully. How someone would use you against you. And then they would have a whole community gang stalking you, hacking your devices, trying to get you robbed, trying to take out your free will. A conversation you didn't ask for. And no mother and father, regardless to if that was someone's ex-boyfriend or girlfriend or associate or whatever the relationship was that day, no mother and father should be having a mindset at the end of the day worried about their child going from point A to Z regardless to where they are, if they financially stable or they not financially stable. Because of the fact that someone didn't understand self-control when it comes to discipline and staying in a lane. Your child may be financially stable somewhere in their life right now, right? And they have all this money. and they tell this chick or this dude or whatever the case may be, I don't want to mess with you no more, regardless of what type of relationship it is. It should be no reason why anybody in the outside looking in should be trying to rob your child of their self-love, their self-respect, or their financial stability, or their mental health, or let alone rob your child from you. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. I may not make sense to you, but that's okay because my content is not for everybody. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater, what about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater, what about you? Peace and respect your neighbor, stop the violence. You ready, brother? Don't dim your light, go you neighbor, don't dim your light. Have a safe year, day, evening, weekend. Evening, humanity worthy. Protect your energy and protect your family and stay out of trouble. Humanity worthy. When it comes to my creativity, I get it from my Heavenly Mother, my Heavenly Father God, and I never got any help when it comes to outside third-party conversations. It's always been me. I'm going with it, and I say that respectfully. All natural. I'm far from a hate. I know how to put respect on my neighbor's name. It be the train of thought how folks will blackmail you against you because you chose you when you was never in competition when they try to antagonize you. They said you would have potential, but God showed you balance when it came to your knowledge at home 1 second. You didn't overlook you when they rejected you. Always be yourself when someone tries to blackmail you against you. Always be yourself when someone says you don't have potential. Because when God sends in the right people, they see you, they hear you, and they respect you. And they don't have the mindset of having hate, jealousy, and envy within them. They don't look at you like competition, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully. I am Naya, genuine respect, and my content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself. I never gave no neighbor and no area code my permission to use my creativity as their own, regardless of how goddamn loud I am. That's the same thing for me. Always be yourself. You see, motherfuckers be using you against you. Motherfuckers will bully you against you because they pick and choose who they want to motherfucking bully. No, that's the same on me. I'm on the way to the bank. I ain't gonna put respect on your name, bitch, because I don't fucking like you. That's how they feel at the end of the day. Because they'd rather disrespect you, laugh at your pain. Hold on 1 second. I just put that money in the bank. I ain't gonna give you the credit that's due because it was your idea that day, but fuck you and your train of thought. That's how folks really feel about you. How this type of stuff actually happens. They wouldn't even say, hey, neighbor, do you need a gallon of milk today? They wouldn't even say, you know what, did you eat today? They wouldn't even say, you know what, neighbor? Groceries on me today. They wouldn't even say that. They would laugh at your pain. They would be behind closed doors playing with Spork, with a cult. They would try to continue to destroy your character. They will even know who's hacking your devices. They will even know who's the people that's going up against you when it comes to energy harvest. Know if your energy even trying to destiny swipe with you. And then when you speak up for yourself, you dead ass wrong when you was never the issue. It be the chain of thought when you have to do someone wrong. Or because of the fact that, hold on 1 second. God was really showing you that you was worthy. Don't never shortchange yourself when you was never in competition with your neighbor. And when I say neighbor, you're my neighbor. I ain't got malicious intentions towards you. We may not pray the same, but I still don't respect my neighbor. It be a train of thought for me. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. It's sad and disgusting. It doesn't matter what community you're truly in because every community is truly not for you. It's funny how a person can be acting one way when they're not trying to hurt themselves or hurt others around them. Someone could laugh a certain way. Someone could speak a certain tone. And they will pick and choose who they want to bully. They will pick and choose who they want to kick down. They will pick and choose who they want to humiliate in the community. It be a train of thought for me. Never give up on yourself. I don't live in fear, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I would never hurt myself, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with no intentions. When someone says you don't have potential, when you was never the issue. I'm Naya Genuine Respect, and when it comes to my creativity, I do not work with any third-party conversations, and I say that respectfully. You know, gang stalking and folks hacking your devices and folks playing with spoken in a toxic way, it's really real. And I say that respectfully. Be surprised. They probably watching me right now. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. I'm not Genuine Respect, and I do not gang stalk people. I don't have people with devices. I don't play with spoken in a toxic way, and I don't energy harvest people's energy. And I do not worship the devil, and I don't destiny swipe with nobody. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. We are all not the same. I ain't got hate in my van. I don't respect my neighbor, stay in my lane. Regardless of your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, your disability, or your age, humanity worthy. My content is not for everyone. I'm not Genuine Respect. Thank you for your time. Protect your energy, protect your family, and stay out of trouble. Have a good day.